over 100,000 Minecraft mods on the internet, and a small amount of those mods are possibly one of the best. Obviously, I'm not going to search the entire catalog of mods for the best one. Instead, I asked my community what they think the best mod is. Buckle in because this is going to be a crazy ride. So I've installed every single mod that was suggested to me by my community. Now to start off, we got the Create mod. To save you the time, Create adds a bunch of blocks like new ladders, scaffolding, seats, doors, other variants of copper blocks, stairs, slabs, and walls for already existing blocks, and the list goes on. Now as for the machinery, you can pretty much make anything from a cobblestone generator to a freaking nether train. So with that knowledge, I think I would give this mod a 7.5. I know there's much more to go over it, but like I just gave like the main stuff about it. And I only give it that score because this mod is kind of complicated. And yes, I know people can learn it after a while, but it would suck if you spent so much time building something and then it doesn't even work. Next one. The Better End mod adds 24 new biomes, 6 new mobs, some new blocks, including 9 new wood types and 3 new stone types. There's also many new tools, new armor, new ores, cool structures, and you can perform rituals to make pretty cool shards that can be used for spawn points. Honestly, this adds a lot of stuff that is pretty useful to the game, and that's why I give this a 7. It doesn't add as much useful stuff to the game like the Create mod does, but it's still alright. Do a barrel roll. I'm not referencing an old meme, that's literally the name of the mod. Basically what it does is makes you want to throw up. Just look at this. You can now freely move with the elytra, and genuinely, I really like it. This mod makes your elytra experience way better by allowing you to move more freely than before. I'll give it a 6. Look, all it does is allow you to move your screen upside down and stuff. That's it. The Essential mod is up next, and boy oh boy, this mod is insane. So with this mod, you can join your friend's Minecraft world, send messages in-game, and customize your skins inside a wardrobe. The fact that you no longer need a server to join other people's worlds is seriously game-changing, and the fact that you now have DMs in-game is genuinely insane. I wouldn't call the wardrobe customization thing insane because you have to buy coins, which you can use to buy emotes and cosmetics. I mean, I get it, you gotta keep the website going, but don't you think $9 for an emote might be highway robbery? Like, not everyone has $9. I don't know, but I'm giving this a 7. It's great and all, but those emotes and cosmetics are way overpriced. Immersive Portals is next, and all I have to do for this one is this. Just look at that. It's an immersive portal. I'm giving it a 5. Okay, hold on. Before you start yelling at me, just hear me out. The only thing it provides is immersion. That is it. It is in no way helpful, but it is pretty cool, I will admit. Next up, JEI. Now, JEI is useful for a multitude of things. You can search up how to craft something, you can look up what item can be cooked, and it even gives you info on how modded blocks are used. Unfortunately, since I'm in 1.19.2, I can't use the config menu. What the config menu does is it allows you to turn on cheat mode, which lets you grab items from the JEI menu. It also has a few more options to choose from, and that's pretty much it with it. Honestly, really useful mod. I'm giving it an 8. Yeah, I put it over the Create mod. Deal with it. Anyway, Journey Map is the next mod, and I gotta say, having a circular map at the top right of the screen is pretty useful because you can see what biome is ahead. You can see what mobs or players are in the radius, and you can even create waypoints just in case you need to save a location. Oh, did I mention that you could go full screen on the map, teleport to places on the map, zoom in and zoom out of the map, change the map type, make it so you can't see mobs, villagers, players, and pets? Sorry, there's just so much good stuff going on with this mod. Oh, and you can make it so that the map will follow you at all times so you don't lose your character. Genuinely, this is a really useful mod, which means I won't be so harsh on it. 7. Moving on, Minecraft Comes Alive. They make it sound like Minecraft completely turned into AI or something. Anyway, this mod lets you interact with villagers, build a relationship with them, marry them, and divorce them. Bro, what? All villagers have their own personalities, moods, jobs, names, DNA, and family trees. You can even interact with the villagers by right-clicking. Hello there, my good friend. Along with talking, you could give them items. If you give them the right item, then they'll be happy. There you go. Some of the villagers can be angry, depressed, and sad. To fix this, you could talk to them or give them items. They won't feel better every time, but it's worth a shot to try to help. If a villager dies, then you can bring them back to life with the Staff of Life. It takes a few seconds. Or you can use the Scythe, which doesn't necessarily bring them back correctly. They come back as undead. Yeah. Let's speed run through the rest of this because there's so much. There are babies that you can take care of until they grow up. There's a comb to change your hairstyle, graves for dead people, a whistle to call your family to your current location. Hey, why isn't this thing working? There's a family tree book, blueprints to manage your village, bouquet of flowers to kick off a relationship, a villager tracker to track villagers. Man, this would have been useful for a certain Minecraft YouTuber. Needle and thread to change your clothes, and there's the rest of the stuff on screen. Now, seeing that this mod has a lot to offer, I'm going to give it a 6.5. I think the idea of having villagers more lifelike is pretty cool, but it's not a mod that I would play with regularly. I mean, why would I want to be dumped by a villager so many times? I don't want to go through that in a game or at all. Naturalist is the next mod up, and what this mod adds is something that Mojang should have added a long time ago. Animals. With this mod, there's a wide variety of animals. It has everything from butterflies to elephants. Each one of these animals have their own sleep cycle and personalities. Along with the animals, we got their meats. Big, thick, juicy meats. There's even duck eggs, tortoise eggs, snail eggs, and cooked eggs. To catch the bugs, you need to have a bug net. Then right-click a bug with the net, and it'll be put inside your inventory. And you can always let them back into the wild by right-clicking on the ground. Goodbye, little fella. Oh, it also adds shell blocks and 3 new types of glass, which is pretty cool, I guess. That's pretty much everything this mod has to offer. Now for the scoring. In my opinion, this is something that should be in the actual game. I mean, you got so many animals in this mod that it makes me question why they're not in the game already. I'm going to give this an 8. Yep, I think it's better than Create. I don't hate it though. Up next, we have Origins. Origins is a mod that gives you the ability to choose an origin. Let me explain. An origin is like a character class. You can choose a certain class to get certain abilities. There are 9 origins. There's Endurian, Merling, Phantom, Elytrian, Blazeborn, Avian, Arachnid, probably I'm not saying that right, Shulk, and Feline. I'll leave the abilities and downsides on screen. So while you got all these cool classes that you can choose to get certain abilities, it has the worst downsides known to man. Again, it'll be on the screen, but it is disgusting how bad it is. I'm giving this mod a 5. I think it's fun in certain circumstances, but it'll get very old fast. Man, that's the lowest rated one. That doesn't even surprise me, man. Transition, woo, magic. The physics mod is the second last mod in the list, which means I get to serenade you with my sweet cinematic shots.
The physics mod has got to be one of the craziest mods on the market. Just take a look at that weirdo breaking the dirt.
Wait, what?
After he broke it, the block breaks into pieces.
Hey, I heard that.
This mod is capable of breaking your little dust bucket of a PC with just a villager's home, and that's it.
Are you dissing on my PC, bruh?
Alright, the ratings are in for this mod. The person who rated this mod gave it a whopping 4. Wait, that can't be right.
Oh yes, it's right. This mod is way too destructive. Now get out of here. Phew, no, I shouldn't have hired that audio guy. That guy I hired? That guy I hired wasn't actually hired. It was just me. Get out of my studio. I will not be dealing with imbeciles today. Okay, so our last mod is very, very crazy. It is Terralith. Sum it up, it adds almost 100 brand new biomes, and it even updates almost every single existing vanilla biome. These new biomes range from sandstone valleys and alpine groves to sky islands and volcano craters. Honestly, this is an insane mod. Almost 100 new biomes, hundreds of new blocks textures from any of the new biomes, and insane biome generation. I can't tell you how many times I've walked up and down a volcano crater. It is quite honestly amazing. So many of these biomes are very beautiful looking, and for some reason it gives you that feeling of being a kid again. I know people always obsess over getting that hit of nostalgia from their childhood things, but this is way more than that. I can just sit on this volcano and watch that sunset. It is really beautiful. I'm giving this an 8. The beauty and generation of these new biomes adds so much to the game that it makes me so upset at Mojang for not adding it in the first place. I know some people are going to be upset at this list, but this is how I see it. So JEI, Naturalist, and Terralith are tied for first. The only way we can settle this tie is by shooting them down one by one. So JEI is really helpful for crafting and whatnot. Naturalist adds a whole bunch of new mobs, and Terralith adds, well, we just seen what it adds. In my opinion, I think Naturalist needs to go. I think the mobs are amazing, but there are 2 other mods here that are great. Bye, Naturalist. And there was 2. The suspense. Which one will take the crown for first place? Honestly, it's going to JEI. I love Terralith so much, but JEI is way too useful. And therefore, I'm crowning JEI the best mod ever. Well, I guess the question was answered, but let me ask another one for you. Is there really a best mod? I mean, there are just so many phenomenal mods out there on the internet that can't even compete against each other since they're just too good. Honestly, this comment pretty much just answered my question. There is no best mod that everyone can agree on, but you know, it's subjective. In my heart, it's the best mod. So there you go. If you're hungry for more Minecraft content, then tap your elbow on the video on screen.